Hey everyone, I'm Ash, and welcome back to the monthly Seraph of the End discussion, where we talk about the new chapter. I have feelings about this one, guys. I'm actually recording this the day after reading it, so I'm still buzzing so much with my thoughts. I don't know about you guys, but when I read the new chapter, it's like it is 2 a.m. when this fic it is 2 a.m. when Seraph updates in my time. So I'm there, I've just finished work, I've chilled for a bit, I've probably drawn, and then I get in bed and I'm like, alright, maybe watch some anime, and then Seraph will update, and then when I see it update, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm just crying in my bed. But anyway, I digress. But welcome back, guys. So last chapter was really good. I had a wonderful time with 102. But this one, 103, man, I mean, I just assume everyone's already read it. I'm pretty predictable, so, pretty easy to tell my thoughts, I think. Also, you might hear my dog grooming himself in the background. I'm sorry, I can't stop him. He's a dog. He just does what he wants. And now he's staring at me. Do you like Seraph too, boy? He loves Seraph. He has no choice. It's my room, my rules. Right, so let's get into the first part, which is we just go back over the chapter, I give some loose thoughts, and then we get into discussion later, where I basically just sit there and cry a bunch over Mika, which is to be expected at this point. Look, I'm a predictable simp bitch. You all know I simp for Mika at this point. Come on. Okay, so this is chapter 103, The Sky Awaits Them Both. Oh gosh, right, we got a color spread. Oh man, color spreads are one of my favorite things ever. And also just getting to see Yamamoto's colored art. It's just, oh my gosh, this guy. I love seeing the what do you call it? The improvement in his art too, because I have one of his older art books from when he did Kurenai, when he did the art for that series, which I haven't fully read at this point, but you can really see where the stylized parts are, the way he draws faces and eyes is a lot similar to Seraph, so you can tell that that's just a quality of him, his art style, and it looks really good, and I'm just really glad this guy's drawing for Seraph, because his art, oh my god, it's to die for! I love you, Yamamoto-sensei! Okay, but the color spread, right? So it's so good, everyone looks so nice, and the colors, oh my god. I will try not to geek out, be a super geeky artist, but also I love Krul's new outfit, I love that shark jumper she's wearing. Can they sell that shark jumper? I want one so much. God, I gotta draw her wearing that. So you looks great, as always. But, oh my god, the demon side too. Shikama Doji in the background too, but... Okay, Mika definitely stole the stage in this one though. Look, it's not my bias stalking, I swear, but look at him! Oh god! The glittery effect coming out of his hand as he summons the giant cross. Oh my god, he looks so good, guys. Also, did you guys see the reveal of volume 24's the cover art? It's Demon Mika as well, and I'm I'm so excited to be able to get it eventually when they release the English version. Oh my god, okay, so getting into the chapter, 103. Right, oh my gosh. So it's kind of a little confusing at, when I first saw it, because he goes into the crying Demon Mika's body, I don't know, I assume this is the same way he came out of Ashumaru, right? He goes into it, and then wakes up in this other place. So is this Inception? Is he 2 levels deep into Mika's dream world now? What's going on here? Oh, but it's so good, oh my god. The fact that the grocery store is there, oh, this killed me so much. Oh, this is where Mika came back to me. Oh boy, oh my god. The tears, they do not stop. Oh, but this was such a good scene. Taking place in the grocery store? Damn, the parallels, man. The parallels. Oh my gosh. And these guys just having a fun time. Oh, well, not really. Shikama Doji coming back, that actually scares me. The fact that I don't care about My Hero. Sorry, I know I'm mean, but I'm currently reading the Gurren Light novels right now, and I gotta say, My Hero... No, I don't like her at all. I was gonna say I could kind of respect it. No, I just don't like her. It's fine. You can not like characters, it's fine. You're allowed to do that. I love Shinoa with her one horn, her big one horn. She looks like Raimeki there, and I love it. It's so cool. Oh, but I love when Shikama Doji is drawn and you can see more than just his face, because you get to see all of his wings. And I love the 6 Seraph wings. We don't see them enough. Because it's like Shikama Doji and I guess Mika, technically, in that one panel we got at the end when he woke up as a demon. Like, he has the 6 wings. But Shikama Doji is the only other one that has the 6 wings, really. I think you did in the flashback, the Ancient Greece flashback, but, you know, he doesn't have it now. He's got his, black wings. Anyway. Oh, man. I love the fact that Shikama Doji wakes up and is like, you know what? You terrify me. I am leaving. And he just leaves. He just goes. Like, this is like her inner world, her dream world, and he just yeets. He's like, no, goodbye, I'm out. You terrify me, you Ruggy sisters. Oh man. But the fact that he's going to head to where you and Mika are is terrifying, and I do not like it. Shinoa is such a queen, though. Literally, he's just like, oh boy, I am terrified, I am leaving, and she's like, possess me instead, don't go for them. Oh my god, what a queen. We do not deserve you, Shinoa. You make me feel fear. What's his objective to complete? What do you want, Shikama Doji? Stop showing up and being cryptid. Every single character in this series is cryptid. That's why it's, like, cryptic. Shikama Doji, Gurren, Mahiru, they're always like, oh, just shut up and trust me. And I'm like, can you explain things? Because I'm with Mika in the background. I'm also like, can you explain what the hell you're talking about? I would like an explanation, please. But, oh my gosh. Ah, she lost her scythe. I wonder if that means she can't manifest it anymore because Shikama's left her soul. So, since he's gone, she can't summon the scythe anymore. Which means she doesn't have a demon. Oh no! No, queen! What are you gonna do? Oh my god, though. Back to you, little Mika. Oh, I love how excited he is. He's like finally found Mika and he's like, ah! Is this tag or something? Yes, it absolutely is. Okay, this panel right here, where you just see him in the distance, and his tail is twirled around the sword. Holy shit, that right there, that is my aesthetic. I love it. Oh my gosh, and then we get the close-up. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this panel. Oh no. Oh, I love all the posts that have been going around Twitter, and it's like, Happy Pride, Mika doesn't remember who you is, and I'm like, stop, my heart. This is that Simpsons meme where it's like, look, Lisa, you can pinpoint the exact moment where his heart breaks. And this is his panel of you after he realizes that Mika doesn't know who he is. Also, Demon Mika is such a gremlin. I love him so much. God, I gotta draw him more. Oh my gosh. This is one of those really good moments where you really, really shines, because he's like, if you'd forgotten me, you wouldn't have picked this store. Like, you remember it, and then, you know, Mika, of course, is like, no, I don't. He doesn't have control over anything. And I guess this is where the thoughts kind of come in. There's a bit of theories about this chapter, which I'll probably leave until we reach the end, but basically about where they are right now. Like, whose mind is it actually? But yeah. Yeah, he says that Mika picked this place, and then Mika's just like, nothing matters at all anymore. Oh my god. He basically had his heart crushed. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh, but this panel of him drawing the sword, from a distance, it looks like his normal sword. Like his, his vampire sword. Because it's got the circle in the middle. It looks like his vampire sword, but we don't really get close enough shots of it. I love his boots. I love how weird his boots look. I mean, I miss the thigh highs, but them little booties. Oh, they're cutie. Oh my gosh. The little lick. Oh my gosh. I totally don't mind if you nom on me. I swear to God. Yuichiro Hyakuya. This man. Oh gosh, though. Oh man. Okay, I really, really, really love how it's like, he's like thinking about the, Oh, also that this one scene when he's like remembering what Gurren said about like, if he lets Mika kill him, then it's like Mika won't like that sort of thing, which is true. But it's like, it's the background from, chapter 100. When Demon Mika and his tail had the little heart. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I love it. But oh my gosh. I especially love it where he's like, if I let you beat me, you'd wind up crying later. And it's like, it's so good because, like, that's what he said to Mika before when they were in the grocery store the first time. He was like, I'll cry if you die. So it's like, Mika, you're gonna cry if I die. If you're crying and I'm crying, then who's driving this Seraph bus? Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, this moment right here where he just says sword to summon Ashimaru, he doesn't do that much. He basically usually always says Ashimaru's name, or like, come Ashimaru. So I just love this moment because you can clearly tell that he's just like, I do not want to speak your name. Do not talk to me. You are just a weapon right now. Oh my god. Ashimaru, get absolutely wrecked. I hope you feel like shit in there. But also, I still like you. I know you've done this for a reason and I want to know what that reason is. I can't hate you. You've given me too much screen time to love you, damn it. I love the way he's, like, not even questioning it. Like, this human already has a demon. What the fuck does he want me for? And then he's like, you know what? That's fine. We're still fine. Oh, man. I love him. He's such a little cutie. Oh, God. I love the fact that we can see his ears. When he's Demon Mika, his little pointy ears. That is my favorite thing. Ah! I don't think making him submit is gonna make him feel any better, but you know. Oh my gosh. I love watching them fight. Ah, sword fighting. It gets me every time. There's some really nice panels here. But once again, we can't really see a lot of Mika's, blade. Like, we can't really see close up. So can't really confirm whether or not he actually... I'm gonna assume he does have it. Based on just the fact that all of the others were fighting with their weapons when they were fighting the kids the first time. And Gekkoin did summon a bow. Like, he was bound to a bow, but he wasn't like, you know, like, I feel like you just become your weapon, I guess. So, he probably has this sword because he's currently they're trying to bound him to the sword, that makes sense. Anyway, I'm rambling. But oh my gosh, this panel where he looks so shook, I love it. Oh, the expressions on Demon Mika this chapter. Like, it's sad, it's tragic, but it's also like, oh my god, I have to appreciate the art. There's been so many good panels, and the way that Yamamoto draws Demon Mika, he looks gorgeous in every panel. I also love the way you just smash this building in half, and then Demon Mika's just like, whoop, jumps up, pew 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 pew. He did the thing that Ashimaru did, and then he just shove his hand into the wall? He did too, because he's holding his sword in the other one. This bitch just shoved his hand into the wall. That is a nice Mika panel. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Okay, this with the heckin' the Colosseum looking thing, but it has like a Japanese style like neighborhood inside of it. This is like, oh, the imagery it's so nice and powerful. And it's really like this is where the people theorizing about whether or not, like, whose dream world are they in right now? Because, like, what is going on here? Whose memories are this? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, but these... the first time I saw these black suns, I was like, why do they look like Death's face mask from, Soul Eater? They look just like... And I was like, no, I can't take it seriously, because Death is such a funny character in Soul Eater. I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, don't joke about it, but I can't help it. Why does he mention a warped false soul? That really got me. The fact that his heart's beating like that too, like, there's still hope for you, Mika. It's okay, you're gonna come back. Oh my gosh. Oof. Drinking game, take a drink every time I say, oh man, or oh my gosh. I am just like that. I love how at the end he's like, which is it? Which? And it's like, I wanna know too, bro. It's like that Spider-Man meme where it's 3 different Spider-Mans pointing at each other, but it's Ashimaru, you, and Demon Mika all pointing at each other like, it's your world. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that art, man. That's so nice. I love the effects. Why did they, like, electricity? Like, I'm assuming something about this means that probably Shikama Doji is on his way. I love the way that he's just, like, trying to observe this area, and he's like, what's going on? And then Yu's just like, yo, here I come, guys! And there's all this lightning and everything. God, I love this man. He's so funny. Oh, I especially love the fact that after everything that happened, Mika's just like, who is this guy? What is this sassy young child doing here? And you know what? You're right, he is a sassy young child, but so are you. And that's it. next chapter, June 11. God, I died. June 1st, which is good. It's not super far away, which is good because, oh my god, I swear to god, the last 12 hours waiting for this chapter, I died. I wanted to know what happened so bad. And now it's like, now I want to know what's gonna happen next, you know? There was so many so many pages spent on Shikama Doji that breaking out that I just feel like that's starting to take importance too, since Shinoa can't keep him anymore. Now he's, like, basically on his way, and you and Mika are fighting, and it looks like probably, I guess, Yu's gonna win at some point. Or, no, probably not, because if they seal Demon Mika, then it's like, it feels too easy if they win like that. So I feel like something has to happen, like, Shikama Doji comes in and, like, interrupts them, or we're going to go into flashback mode next month, which kind of also feels appropriate, because this weird Colosseum imagery thing, or like a stadium, but the weird thing is that, I mean, I'm gonna assume that it has prominence, and that Kagami didn't fuck this up, but since the Colosseum is in ancient Rome, it's like it's in Italy, it's not ancient Greece. Like, I know he didn't mess that up. There has to be significance. I guess after Greece they moved on to Rome, I guess because the Roman Empire came next. So maybe we're gonna get a flashback of stuff that happened after Ashimaru turned into Ashera. He turned into a vampire. Because we got, like, those tiny little snippets when they were looking at the angel Michaela's dead body when Noya was there, being a little bitch. So, like, maybe we're gonna get a bit of a flashback, and it's gonna show something more of Shikama Doji's process on how he's trying to funnel these little kids. There's no nice way to say this. These little vampires that he's, like, basically trying to grow the perfect soul to put into his son or something like that. Like, whatever he's exactly trying to do. Maybe we'll get another look into that, and it'll take place in ancient Rome, because they would have moved on. Because this happens in modern-day Tokyo, no, modern-day Japan, so it's like, it's assumed that the history is roughly the same, there's just vampires there, right? So all of the countries are still the same. Like, we saw parts of Russia, and Mika went to Europe when he was, like, 14, in the light novel. I think he was in France or Italy? I don't remember, but, I don't think it, like, that time, if he was in Italy, it wouldn't be linked to this. I'm just offhand mentioning that history has basically gone exactly the same as ours, right? Because it's modern day Japan, everything looks the same, basically, just vampires. So reasoning would say that if it was history, then the ancient history of them being in Greece, they might move to Rome next. And then after that, I don't care. Don't show me Shikama Doji's entire story. If you really want to give him a backstory, put it in a fucking light novel. I'm sorry, Kagami, I don't care. I want to know more about the current characters. This is Seraph of the End Vampire Reign. This isn't Seraph of the End Shikama Doji's tragic backstory. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Sorry, I do care about what his plan is, and what I'm very curious what he wants to do with Mika and Michaela. Like, the dead, like, Michael, like, the angel that's, like, a corpse that's just sitting in refrigeration somewhere, I assume, in Japan, because he moved all of his projects to Japan, because that's where the current Mika... Is it fair to call them clones, or the current incarnation of Mika? I feel like they're more incarnations, less clones. But anyway, because that's where you and Mika is, and he specified, because last time when he was possessing Shinoa and he mentioned his, like, son Michaela, like, he obviously Mika, we know about the connection there, but he also did mention you this time in this chapter, so that's interesting. So he definitely wants you for something, because he kept them alive, and, like, obviously he wants them alive and he wants them there for something, and he knows that Ashera and that have failed, so I guess he definitely is totally going to come in and break up this fight. It's either going to be a complete flashback next month, just like the 97, chapter 97, the sisters one, which was basically just the entire chapter was a flashback to Mahiru and Krill's deal back in the past, and also Shinoa's past as well, which was interesting, especially reading the light novels and knowing a lot more about Shinoa and Mahiru's relationship and stuff. Very good context. But yeah, oh my gosh, there, I said it again, sorry. A lot of thoughts. I'm really sad, like, like, we knew it was coming. It's like, you know, of course he's a demon, he doesn't remember anything. He already proved that when he was spying on the little you and Mika, and he was like, oh, they're so cute, I gotta protect them, but I don't know who they are. Like, he already doesn't know. Like, he clearly doesn't know. But, like, okay, my main question that buzzed throughout my head when you went basically into the crying demon Mika in the beginning of the chapter, and he ended up in this world, like he woke up here, and then there was the grocery store. So it's like a world of memories within a desire war. I don't know. I don't think we should think about it too much. But the thing is, the world with the crying Mika is where Mika's, like, heart, his memory, the him that was crying out to help you that you heard and is currently forced to kill his family, that Mika, he was in that world with the crying demon Mika. So now that you's here fighting this version of demon Mika, does that mean they are in, like, a weird memory world, and that, like, something's gonna happen? Like, if Shikama Doji shows up, there's gonna be some, like, history, some, like, we're gonna get some cutscenes, not cutscenes, god, this isn't a game, we're gonna get some flashbacks to something that happened. I want a Mika flashback. I want to know more about, like, the corpse of Mikhaila. I want to know more about that aspect. I think that's so important to what's going on right now that I just want to know about it. But I feel like if we know about it, we're gonna know exactly what the first is up to, and then that's what Kagami wants to keep secret for now. So we're just gonna get these interactions between Mika and you until, like, I don't know. I want to believe in you so bad, but I just don't think he's gonna get there right now. Like, I'm so glad that he managed to beat all the demons, because that was so badass. But I don't know. He could beat Mika and seal him away, but it just doesn't feel like it's gonna happen that way. Mika looks so worried. He doesn't know anything about these memories. And the fact that these black suns are there, like, I saw a post that was, like, I mentioned, like, it showed the cutscene of, like, you when Shikama Joji was trying to, train use, like, Seraph in the ancient past. Basically when Ashera died the first time, right? And then became a vampire. There was, like, one of those kind of black sun-looking things, like, something that looked like this, Death's face mask, was, like, it was there behind him on the chair. So, like, whenever one of the incarnations of you and Mika die, and Mika, does it create a black sun? Is this, like, a piece of energy that breaks off from them and then their soul is forced to reincarnate into a waiting body or something like that, or, like, it goes into a new body? Because I guess reincarnation is the wrong word. It's more like the soul travels bodies, so the body matters less. It's more about the soul, and I guess cultivating that soul into something that can fit into an angel. Maybe that's what Shikama Doji is doing. Like, he's trying to find the right... I think I mentioned before in one of my previous discussions, it was like, he's trying to find, like, the right kind of wavelengths or, like, capacity of the soul of Mika to put in his son. And I think that's why he was, like, trying to get Ashomaru and the others to extract it from this demon Mika, right? Because he wants the soul, which is what I assume our Mika, who's currently suffering .jpg, is. He is the representation of Mika's soul, and the demon Mika is the body. I think that theory is the more sound kind of thing, especially, like, based on this. Like, you can go, like, Inception deep in all of these worlds, but you're still just fighting the body that's protecting the mind, right? The soul. It's like the skin, the outside defense layer of armor. And I suppose you have to beat Demon Mika to be able to get into where Mika's soul is. So, if you, I guess, incapacitates, ? Makes him I don't know what he plans to do besides slash and hack Mika to bits. Like, you're not gonna do that. So I guess he just has to try and win or something, but I feel like he's gonna get interrupted. But if he did, then I guess they might, I don't know, they might get out of this world, like the memories might shatter and they might wake back up in that Japanese neighborhood where Mika is suffering .jpg. Which I think could be a possibility too, but I think strongly something's gonna interrupt them. I don't think they're gonna go ahead and have a full fight and then Yu's gonna be able to talk his heart out to his BF. Like, I don't see that happening. God, I want it to happen, but I don't see that happening. I get more cynical every month because I'm like, Kagami's not gonna give us anything, but at least Yamamoto is the gift that keeps giving. Thank you, Yamamoto-sensei. Thank you so much for your beautiful art. My gosh, nothing inspires me more than when I read a new chapter and I immediately want to draw something from it. Like, oh man, it gets me so pumped. So, okay, closing thought is that since it's the main theory, what does everyone think, like, whose memory world is this? Mika doesn't know. I don't know. He looks so worried. It's so cute. But, like, is it a mix of them all? Is it Ashimaru, you, and Mika? Is there something going on here where it's like, Ashimaru was obviously alive back then. There was at least one you incarnation. Mika might have... I don't know, this might have been the moment where when Shikamadoji started, like, cloning's the wrong word, but basically creating shells for his son's soul and breeding them, basically, which I assume is what he's also doing with you, or if you was supposed to be the carrier of Mika's soul or something like that. Oh, I don't want to lose you guys with my brain. I don't even know what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna stop. I'm sure there are people that can explain way better, kind of thing. I don't really consider myself a hardcore theorist. I just think a lot, and never shut up. So, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it makes sense that it would be possibly an amalgamation, Oh my god, an amalgamation. You know when you try and say a word too many times in a row and you just can't get it right? Anyway, it's basically just a mix of all of them. Why didn't I just say mix? I hate English. Gosh. I think it might be a mix of Mika and Yu's. That kind of makes sense because their souls are kind of converging right now, or at least their memories might be. Because Mika, it does feel like Mika's soul picked that stage. But then, like, they got out of that neighborhood, right? Like, they crushed that building. It's down there. It's on, like, fire and everything, right? Because you cut it in half. And then it's like, what? It's a Japanese neighborhood in the middle of a Roman Colosseum / a Roman building of some description. Just in case it isn't the Colosseum. It's quite wide, but I guess it kind of does actually look a bit like the Colosseum. But yeah, let's have naval battles in the Japan. Sorry, I'm just using humor to distract myself from the pain now. But it feels likely that it is a bit of a mix of their memories because there's so much history between these two. There just has to be. Like, we want to know more. Kagami, tell us more. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, otherwise I'm just gonna stare at these pictures of Mika and cry, which is basically what I plan to do tonight. But until then, I'm really curious about the dreaming, the memories. Like, I'm with Mika. What is going on? Whose heart is it? What's happening? Are they converging? I don't know. You guys want to spin your theories below? Please tell me. I love reading people's theories. It's like my favorite time. I probably say this every month, but I'm like, I love when the new chapter comes out and the Owara Seraph fandom just jumps on them theory boards and I just see them everywhere. Oh my god, I'm like the wallflower in the background. I'm like, I love you guys all so much. You're all doing so good. Thank you everyone for your contributions. I love the Seraph fandom. It's so nice, so warm. Mika's gay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Mika's gay. But also, happy Pride Month. I hope everyone is safe, warm. I don't know. I hope you're warm if you're in the southern hemisphere at least, because it's freezing where I am, and it's almost 1 a.m, so there you go. But I guess if you're in the north, I hope you're cool. I don't know. But stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. These are hard times, and even harder times when Seraph updates and it just destroys us once again. Don't worry, we'll get through it all together. And thank you, as always, for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. This is Ash, signing out.